We cannot defend America and our friends by hoping for the best. We cannot put our faith in the word of tyrants who solemnly sign non-proliferation treaties and then systematically break them. If we wait for threats to fully materialize, we will have waited too long.
I will, Francois. Okay, I will show you one of the restaurants.
Please don't come back again.
Steve.
Right. Do you think anyone here is a trade delegate, Diane?
Are you kidding? Steve?
Sei bellissimo. Hai gli orecchini.
Ho un regalo speciale di mio padre.
Ci vediamo dopo.
Oh, sì.
I guess I'm just not pretty enough. Huh?
Oh, I could have told you that. Back in a minute.
What's going on? President Bush.
I thought he was in Rio.
He was. I was coming here tomorrow morning.
Fishing trip?
High-level quickie with the PN. Something major going down with the OPEC negotiations. They want to bash heads.
There's going to be a rush on taxis.
Oh, don't worry about that. Harry's outside.
Harry, you know why Bush is coming, of course. The real reason.
Francois, what can I tell you? It's a very special relationship.
The meeting with your PN's a fate. He's here to meet the Libyans.
Can't believe that.
Oh, you don't have to believe it. Look at this evening's diplomatic crates from Washington. We have.
All diplomatic materials remain the property of the representative governments at all time, UN Resolution 3501.
More than half of modern culture depends on what one shouldn't read. Oscar Wilde.
We do not conduct espionage against our closest ally.
They pay us to watch you, as if you didn't know. Come on, Harry. We're all Europeans now. Whose side are you on anyway?
Ours.
Good night.
Andrews Tower, this is Air Force One. Ready to come.
Hey, I thought you said you'd be a minute.
Don't believe everything you hear.
Andrews, this is Air Force One. We are wheels up and clear.
What would Harry want with Thames House Councillor?
Shouting practice.
So the advanced teams land 2.5 hours ahead of Air Force One, correct?
2 C5 Galaxy cargo planes Enterprise Norton.
That's a lot of cargo.
It's got a lot of stuff. Get a lot of stuff when you're the president.
What's he bringing?
Bulletproof limousines, standby limos, decoy limos, private ambulance, sundry Secret Service vehicles, Marine One plus one other helicopter, and something called a Blue Goose.
Presidential podium. So, presumably he's planning to transfer to the embassy by Marine One after touching down at Bryce Norton. Any clue on who's meeting him?
No, but I do know what happens later. Coffee with the US ambassador, spot of sightseeing, goodwill lunch with the Queen, then on to Checkers for talks before he's back on the runway. Lapse time, 15 hours.
Bloody last minute.
Maybe he booked it on the internet.
Yes?
They're sending it here.
What?
You said tell customs to open a crate, so I did, and now they've told me they've had a look and there's a problem and they're sending it here.
A Libyan problem.
They're not saying, which scares me.
Harry, they're ready for you.
We must take the battle to the enemy, disrupt his plans, and confront the worst threats before they emerge.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States will arrive in this country in approximately 7 hours and be here until 2000 hours tomorrow. We've outlined our security needs on a minute-by-minute basis in the folder resources in front of you. Clearly, Flotus and Vapotus will not be present on this visit. Flotus himself requested the diversionary trip at 1800 GMT yesterday. First you heard of it was probably first we heard of it. So let's make this as pleasurable as possible. A command post has been established at Grosvenor Square with full communication facilities. The POTUS Advanced Team will, in conjunction with members of the White House Protective Research Section, survey each site to be visited by the President. From these surveys, we can determine manpower, equipment, medical, and evacuation requirements for all eventualities.
We'd actually prefer to do that.
Your assistance in these matters is, of course, a vital part of our entire security operation, and we thank you for coming this evening.
People, please note on page 8, Bagpipe and the PRS will initiate a full complement of POTUS SA-1s on CP from the Blacktop unit at Grosvenor by the time we get a wheels down from Cowpuncher at the base camp LZ.
In English, please.
A full U.S. Secret Service team will be there to meet the President at Bryce Norton once the President touches down. We'd appreciate close protection teams from MI5 for perimeter security for the duration of the visit.
But not close to the President.
Well, no.
Why not?
Because that's our job.
That's also our job.
Not in this case.
MI5 oversees protection of the PM, Queen, and visiting dignitaries.
Not this one.
Diplomatic protocol states quite clearly that the host government provides 95% of protection for presidential visits.
Not this President, not this visit. Václav Havel let us do it our way in Prague, and we're doing it our way now. That means a complete adherence to U.S. Secret Service close protection protocol. Every rumor is to be treated as fact until neutralized. Every target is a potential assassin until dealt with. We'd like paranoia to be the norm here until our Commander-in-Chief is safely back in the skies. I'm sure you can understand that in the current climate. After he's gone, any residual distrust of others will, of course, be your own problem.
How very kind of you to point that out.
Customs liaison at Heathrow said to bring it up here.
I don't know anything about it.
They're diplomatic crates, right? They come through every day from Washington to the US Embassy. So, why we were told to open this one, God only knows.
This is going bye-bye right now. Follow me, please.
Every presidential visit, domestic or foreign, has since the Kennedy assassination involved the assembly of what we call the trip file. In this file is every contact, every threat, every possible target and concern to the safety of the president in every geographical area he'll be passing through. Last official POTUS visit to the UK was nearly 2 years ago. Obviously, we've done our best to keep up to speed on these individuals, but we're going to need access to all your files to confirm our information is up to date and watertight.
Well, okay, why don't you just give us your information and we'll cross-reference it?
We'll do it ourselves if that's okay.
So you want unsupervised access to our registry files?
Yeah. Or perhaps you prefer the president to get a bullet in the brain on your watch.
I understand how you feel, Zoe. Really, I do. But these interviews are designed for you. They're for you to blow off steam, to contribute constructive criticism about our
workflow and our office environment. Yes, I read the memo.
Good.
Look, Miranda, to be honest, we're a little bit busy at the moment. There's this American bloke coming over, and apparently lots of people would like to kill him.
And having sessions under live operations facilitates greater honesty. Listen, don't worry about time, Zoe. I'm here for you day or night.
Miranda,
so
I can't.
You or Danny in the reading room, please, as soon as you can.
What's wrong?
I'll tell you later. So it's really happening then?
Yep.
She knows we all hide from her the rest of the year, right? So why does she do it?
Because personnel send her out once a year in a very own little psychological sniper unit to pick us off one by one. It's like guerrilla warfare. I don't even go up to the 5th floor anymore just in case someone sees me and thinks I'm going to see her.
Like anyone's going to voluntarily knock on the door of the MI5 staff psychologist and say I can't hack it.
Well, Barry Mitchell did.
It's Barry Mitchell.
Exactly.
Well done.
Oh, very trusting. I'll be heads.
I wanted heads.
Tails.
Say that again?
We opened it up
Got that.
and started looking through it.
Still with you?
And we just got started when...
Someone spilled their tea into it.
That is correct.
Troy, I'll see you downstairs in a minute.
One of your minutes. We'll be there all night.
Very funny, Tom.
That's me. Tactful too, you'll find.
Our two countries have a long tradition of working together, and I see no reason why we can't be standard bearers for that in the next 24 hours.
I read the CIA World Factbook, Christine, written by you. Britain's entry, slightly smaller than Oregon. I think that's what it was. That's what we are to you. Slightly smaller than Oregon. Don't think you can just order us around, okay? Don't believe that for a second.
He's our president.
It's our country.
They can bleach that out, or replicate them.
But Harry's asked me to trawl through them to see if there's a Libyan link.
Oh, before the Americans notice it's missing.
Yeah.
We've kept a few other crates back. We can always say that there's been a batch delayed.
Fine. Just keep tea away from all of them and coffee and sodding Ribena while you're at it. How long have we got till the Americans realise?
All depends. With the President coming, we may be able to get away with 18 hours, maybe less, maybe more.
Just be as open and candid as you like. Anything at all. Anything or anyone you feel needs scrutiny. Just let rip. And this is your time.
It's all good, actually.
Good.
Yep. Everything is great. Fantastic.
Perhaps if I asked you a few specific questions. What do you think of the service's public access line, for example?
What's that?
It's the free phone number assigned so members of the public can call in with tip-offs about terrorist threats.
Oh, that. We call it the weirdo line.
I see.
Tom. You're not going to give her access to the registry, are you? Ministerial vetting files?
It's a show of trust on our side, but I'm moving all the juicy stuff out of there until this is all over. Remember, Tom, this visit has become a symbol. The Prime Minister's keen as mustard that we should look like equal partners with the Americans.
So Christine gets the files, we get some highly visible close protection duty, no symbolic victories on either side.
We have a small window of time while the CIA finalise their prep. As we're going to be spending the duration on the grid, I'm tasking someone to collect changes of clothes. Black tie seems a little too formal.
I'll go myself, that's okay.
How about Zoe? Do you have any comments about working with her?
How do you mean?
It can mean what you like it to mean.
Vicky, what's going on?
I've been calling you.
Yeah, about 50 times.
Maybe if you'd phoned me back once or twice, I wouldn't have to call you so much.
This has to stop.
You've already made that very clear.
No, the calling, Vicky, it has to stop right now.
So clinical, Tom. You'd make a good surgeon, you know.
Vicky, I'm warning you.
Stop trying to sound angry, Tom. You're not angry, you're guilty. You're ashamed at how you've treated me and sorry, Machine Man, that should be what you've become. Tom the Terminator, Tom the see-through spook.
Don't call again, okay? Just don't. Vicky?
I can't wait to see your face when you find out.
Find out what? Find out what?
How was it?
How's what?
Your session with Inspector Freud.
Oh, fine. Thanks.
Hey, Tom! Finally. It is you, isn't it?
Sorry, I don't know you.
Obviously. But look, time is money and all that. Are you working or what, Tom?
Darling 999.
Tom Quinn. It's definitely you. So don't try and deny it. On Her Majesty's sexy service. So are you working? Where did you find this?
You're hurting me.
Where did you find this? Where did you find this?
Usual place. In a bloody phone box, mate. Where do you think?
In a phone box?
Outside the Fire Island Club. But there's a bunch in the loose, too. Saturation advertising, if you ask me. You're wallpapered around that place.
Get away from me.
Go! Go!
Yeah?
Hello, gorgeous.
Hi, this is Vicky. Please leave me a message.
What?
Tom, where are you?
Zoe, sorry, I'll be back in 2 seconds. Listen, I need you to do something for me.
Tam Sider, Air Force One on schedule. ETA as per flight plan.
Air Force One, this is Blacktop. Copy your scheduled landing, Great Britain.
Copy that.
All numbers have been changed, including your home phone, and there's a guy outside your door. What happened?
It's a routine security checkup.
Oh, 1 o'clock in the morning.
No one's letting us near the files, Tom.
You get open access to the registry. We get a small close protection presence. 6 officers alongside your Secret Service personnel.
4 at most.
5.
Fine. But they'd all better be wearing Secret Service issue lapel pins, or there's a good chance they're gonna get shot.
Hey, can you get my page?
Yeah, I'll try my best.
Okay, it's important.
Meeting room.
Someone in Herefordshire has intercepted the Air Force One call sign from Bryce Norton.
How?
These blokes are hobbyists. They spend their lives searching for known military frequencies. They got lucky.
So some guy with a parka and a ham radio knows cowpunchers in the air, so what?
Well, what it does is create a ripple effect. Little spotty man talks to his little spotty friends who put things up on the World Wide Web where everyone can see it. GCHQ's done a scan of UK message boards and they found 7 verbal threats to the safety of the president in the last 30 minutes alone.
We should change the LZ.
What?
The landing zone.
We don't need to change the LZ, Troy. We need to change the route.
Maybe bounce Nighthawk to Bamboo, ground site.
What's the landing zone?
Helipad at the US Embassy.
Why doesn't he just say that?
More coffee, anyone?
Tea?
Or tea? Where's Sam?
No idea.
It's okay, I'll just go get it.
We need to think about this for a minute.
Christine, the landing zone is secure. We've moved a lot of units up there.
In private, if you don't mind. The president lands in 3 hours. In the meantime, I need background checks on motorcade police teams, palace workers, including butlers and the serving staff at Checkers.
We've already done that.
Again, please. And we all need to be at the palace by 3 for the walkthrough.
Tea.
Bad?
Bad.
Libya?
Nothing yet.
Tower, Air Force One inbound. Looking for descent in 20 minutes.
Just be as open and as candid as you like. Don't hold back. You know, we've had useful criticisms already.
Really?
Absolutely. And not just about procedure. You can blow off about colleagues if you like.
Colleagues?
Well, Danny, for example, he was exceptionally candid about you. For example.
Since news of this visit leaked, we have received 2 threats to the central London water supply, 1 to the Buckinghamshire reservoir that supplies Chequers, 5 warnings of civil disobedience along the motorcade routes, unofficial calls to protest from 2 Palestinian groups, 3 anti-death penalty campaigners and 4 anti-globalization bodies. Now that, to me, Christine, seems a little more clear and present than a bunch of ham radio operators.
It's not the operators I'm concerned about. It's the people having conversations about my president's immediate travel plans.
Do you really think that someone is going to read up on all this and start taking pot shots at every Sikorsky Sea King that flies over Cricklewood?
Right now, a lunatic with flight plan details is a much greater threat to my commander-in-chief than some protest in Hyde Park. And so anybody with a microlight, a glider, a bottle rocket, they can get that thing right into the path of MX-1 and create a whole lot of hell over northwest London.
Why are you being like this? You have been going for the jugular ever since this thing kicked off.
Tom, it's my first big visit in charge. Everything I do is being put under the microscope. Those guys are just waiting for me to screw up, and I'm not going to give them that pleasure. So it would really help me if you could just appear to be working with me instead of against me. What do you say?
Fine. Okay.
Okay, guys, that one there. We want Kitty Hawk over there.
Once again, Kitty Hawk is U.S. Secret Service code for Queen Elizabeth II. Please pay attention. So, Tom, are we dealing with this route change or what?
Yeah, what do you need?
I need a road transfer to Halton. I need a dummy chopper in the air from Bryce Norton. I need the president on Marine One at Halton, en route to Blacktop, on schedule, and free from harm. Can you help with any of that, Tom?
We'll help in any way we can.
Thank you. Okay, who's Queen? And Prez?
Okay, let's get this over with.
You want this done quickly or you want this done right? I'd like this to be done as quickly as possible.
So how was your interview?
Oh, not as good as yours, by all accounts.
Oh, so she told you then?
So it's true.
Well, she sort of surprised me with a question. It just sort of came out. What, do you want me to lie?
Oh, no, Danny, God forbid.
She asked a question, I answered it honestly, that's all.
Yeah, well, so did I, all right?
Yeah, well, there you go then.
Okay, 12:21. Motorcade arrives at a waypoint 1. 12:25.
Listen, Queen usually meets guests in the courtyard.
So what are they doing over there?
Well, you just put us here.
Okay, George, outside. You, QE2. Drop the attitude and move your ass.
Yep.
Tom, got all I could. Shredded and burnt and shredded again.
Okay.
Tower, this is Air Force One. We are wheels down and clear.
Roger, Air Force One. Welcome to the United Kingdom. Cowpuncher is wheels down. Repeat, cowpuncher is wheels down.
Stand by, ground teams.
No, absolutely not.
I don't understand why this is a problem.
We gave you a rundown of police vetting. You cannot demand additional checks against individual police officers.
Why not?
Because you can't.
We're just concerned about his background.
He's a Muslim.
It's not anything we used to worry about, of course, but we now have a policy of stringent background checks on everyone within 20 yards of the president.
Not this one. You start checking up on Muslim police officers, you risk alienating a lot of people.
If it's federal immigration policy, which it is, then it is Secret Service vetting policy, which it is.
Air Force One landed a short while ago amidst high security. The president has come to London on a brief visit that many believe is a rallying call to consolidate international opinion on US preemptive strike policy. Despite some public misgivings, Tony Blair has also been vocal in his support of President Bush.
Apart from individual quests for glory from Richard Reed shoe bomber types, our information tells us that the CIA trip list has 6 glaring omissions. It all comes down to how we define a threat.
So what do the CIA want us to do?
Nothing, to be honest. Most of this lot are either in the UK permanently, planning arms deals, or tooling up for private wars in Eastern Europe. There's no history of high-level political assassinations, no personal belief systems that would suggest a grudge against UK or US policy.
When everything would appear to be shipshape.
I was hoping for at least some low-grade surveillance on them. Even if Christine doesn't think they warrant attention, I do.
Fine. I'll see Ruth gets these files.
Okay, I'll be with Christine at Horse Cars.
Why?
We're doing a walkthrough of the close protection on the sightseeing phase.
If this trip's so important, then why is the president spending the morning sightseeing?
Presume whatever problem existed with the crate has disappeared. Please say yes.
Yes.
Harry. I just got a call from the Met. I can't believe you've agreed.
Well, it's either that or remove DC Khan from active service. The US ambassador took this to the Home Office himself.
Well, either way, it's not going to be him that picks up the pieces when this gets out. First of all, she stirs up a race relations row. Then she starts messing around with royal protocol. She's going to drive us up the bloody wall.
Who is?
Ugh.
Oh, appraisal time, huh? Who's getting the boot?
Oh, my.
Sider, this is Blacktop. Stagecoach will be on the move in 30. Tracer and halfback in position.
Roger that. Phase 2 in motion, prepping Phase 3. ETA at Brenda's place, 12:05. Standing by for Horse Guards walkthrough.
Brenda's place?
Buckingham Palace.
Not worried about snipers, it's a closed limo.
Well, let's free up blue team.
I still want rooftop detail covering all the shoots out of there.
Anyone so much as throws a turnip, they'll be put in a cage.
And the phone calls?
More phone calls.
The ones you've been getting on your cell phone for the past 12 hours?
They're none of your business.
You changed your number in the middle of a live project, Tom. That's called interference. And if something's interfering with the smooth running of my operation, it's my business.
There is no interference. And it's not your operation.
There are two issues here. One, we're getting a lot of chatter at the Libyan embassy.
What kind of chatter?
A lot of euphemisms for America being bandied around, several vehicles trying very hard to lose their tails. There's not been anything on this scale since '84.
Any indication of concrete plans?
It's all disguised as everyday diplomatic traffic, Harry, but I don't like it one bit, which brings us to two. A deal memo, in the rough, of course, between the US and Libya.
They accept responsibility for Lockerbie and pay $7 billion in reparations. The Americans end unilateral sanctions and help to remove them from the axis of evil, amongst other things.
No mention of reparation for UK victims.
None at all.
What do we have on the Libyans at the moment?
I'll ask Sam to fish it out.
I understand my vetting request on the Muslim officer caused some ripples, is that right?
Certainly did.
Sorry about that, Tom. Just protecting my president.
Of course you were.
By the way, any idea who's following us?
I knew it! I knew it! I certainly well knew you were two-timing me. Who the hell are you?
Excuse me?
Yeah, well, I'm your worst nightmare, sweetie. An ex-girlfriend with bigger tits than you.
Vicky, you're putting yourself and others in a lot of danger unless you get the hell out of here right now,
Oh,
okay?
so what? It's some great big spy bonanza, is it? He's a spy, you know. Yeah, Tom Quinn's a spook.
Vicky, flyers, how many are there?
The look on your face.
Hey, lady, I don't know who you are, but Bob and I have been happily married for 6 years. If you're on some kind of bad drug trip, I suggest you check yourself into rehab right away.
No one dumps me like a sack of shit and gets away without paying for it.
Anything at all. Anything or anyone that you feel needs scrutiny, just let rip. This is your time.
What's everyone else been saying?
Lots of interesting things.
Sorry. Ruth, GCHQ said you'd better have a look at this.
We're in the middle of a session.
Yes, Miranda, we bloody well are in the middle.
We should get back now.
You better start telling me exactly what's going on.
We're getting a fix on at least 15 security threats and planning raids on 10. We have phone taps going haywire within a 2-mile radius of every checkpoint.
Get as much background as you can.
It's these Americans, I'm telling you, infecting this whole place. Hypochondriacs, a lot of them. So did you hear?
What?
Someone's getting the sack.
Jesus, Tom, you could lose your job. Okay, who else knows?
No one.
You just tore them all down yourself.
No, I had some help. That's all. One person.
Well, now you got two.
Christine, I really don't think you should be getting
I'm not
involved.
letting you deal with this on your own. Come on.
Christine!
What you gonna do, wait around until she does it again?
I have to clear it with Harry before I do anything.
Are you kidding? You've seen what she's capable of. There's no reason she's gonna stop either. We have to act now before she does it again.
Can we just wait a second,
That
please?
woman is jeopardizing the security of this operation. This is now a CIA matter, and we will not hesitate to act alone.
Latest threat assessment.
Thank you. And I'd appreciate it if you didn't badmouth security service projects in office time. People who commissioned them in the first place might get upset.
I'm sorry, what?
Please don't whitewash. Danny's told me all about it. The weirdo line. I would have expected more of you.
Tracer now en route to Grosvenor.
Still have 40 minutes in this phase. Over. Say again.
Tracer in motion. Schedule change. Now en route to Grosvenor.
Since when is that on the schedule? Blacktop, this is Thamesider. Since when is that on the schedule? Over. This is an unauthorized change in the schedule. Please advise immediately.
Look, can I ask you something? Depends. What the bloody hell is going on? Harry just gave me the 3rd degree.
Someone's getting the sack.
Good, I'll see you there. I just need to make a quick stop. You got a minute?
And the water cooler's too hot, and the pod door's open too slow. I'm not sure there's a lot of usefulness in the way the grid's designed either, I have to say. If you're at the photocopy island and you need to scan it in for a quick meal, you've got
Can
to
you
go...
just slow down a second?
Quick meal.
I always presumed any new Lockerbie deal would be in consultation with us.
It's still theory. As far as we know, it could be an innocent hypothetical.
The President's going off schedule. We're in phase 3, he's in phase 4. There's got to be some subterfuge going on.
There might be a perfectly logical explanation.
Well, there's a perfectly illogical woman who could clarify that, unless she's off schedule too.
Okay, straight through to recess. I'll be right there. What's going on?
Vicky, if you could just come this way.
What the hell's going on?
Don't worry about it.
What are you doing?
This visit was last minute. If there was an arrangement to meet the Libyans, it would have been a hasty one.
Unless it's been the goal all along.
The French have insinuated that a Libyan meeting was on the cards.
It does explain why the Americans scheduled in that sightseeing tour.
There's cover for the meeting preparations over Libyan chatter.
Yeah, but who cares if he has the meeting or not?
The 7 major state sponsors of terrorism are Iran, Iraq, North Korea, Sudan, Syria, Cuba, Libya.
Who wants their name off that list most of all?
Libya.
Who wants out of the Arab League?
Libya.
And who cannot be seen officially negotiating with the diplomatic office of an axis of evil nation?
The United States of America.
And what are they going to be talking about?
Lockerbie.
There's only one person who can tell us for sure.
Try her again.
You need a warrant for this, and you know it.
Hi, Zoe. I'm just in the middle of something. Can I call you back?
Who are you?
Tear this place apart.
What? Stop! What are you doing? Stop it! What are you doing? Please.
You like this book?
That is not mine.
Makes good reading, does it?
Stop! Please. What the hell are you doing? This is my stuff. This is my room. Stop it.
You know writing false prescriptions will get you struck off the doctor's register?
That's not mine. You just put that there. Can you stop this?
You're in a lot of trouble.
This is all a mistake.
You are putting the security of the President of the United States of America at risk, and we intend to stop that.
What, me?
You've already put the operational security of this man in serious danger.
I'm a doctor. I save lives. I have nothing to do with this.
Well, if you want to continue saving lives, including your own, I suggest you leave this man alone. Do you understand?
I understand.
You're on vacation for a few days. Leave town. You contact this man or even mention his name in conversation, we will find out. And all of this will come tumbling down on your head. Have a nice day.
Everything all right?
In what sense?
In there.
Oh yeah, totally fine. It's just lovely, actually. Great listener. Got a lot of stuff off my chest. I think it's a brilliant idea, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Brilliant.
Exactly. Finally getting a chance to say what you really think about things.
And what were your things?
What did I talk to her about, do you mean?
Yeah, generally.
Generally what things?
Doesn't matter.
No, you confused me now.
No, don't worry about
Danny,
it.
just heard. Sorry, was I interrupting?
No. What's up?
The president's gone walkabout.
We have surveillance telling us the Libyan embassy lines are going mad just around the time your president goes off-piste. We're trying to keep abreast of threats here. We'd appreciate a little honesty from you.
Today is Ashley's 15th birthday. Ashley is the U.S. ambassador's daughter, and the president, who knows this, had the idea at Horse Guards of getting a birthday present for her and delivering it in person. So he cut the tour short and sent someone shopping for a video game, Harrods, I believe. The president was then invited to try the game out for himself, which he was only too pleased to do. This is why he made the detour, and that is why we are currently a mere 15 minutes behind schedule.
Keeping Her Majesty waiting.
I thought she had a lady to do that for her. By the way, Tom. Met a friend of yours earlier. She's, leaving the country for a while. I thought you might like to know. Bye.
She's lying.
No surprises there. At 1 p.m. today, 2 agents from the U.S. Secret Service walked into one of London's busiest A&E units and kidnapped one of its medical registrars. I'm presuming there was a very good reason for this, correct? An immediate need to remove a liability from our respective orbits? Operationally, I give you free rein. I've done so in the past, and I do so willingly. But you consult with me before acting preemptively like this on a personal matter.
Stopped being a personal matter.
We're entering the final phase now. President's on the move again at 1600, and I need your 100% focus. Do you understand?
Roger that. Stagecoach returning to Blacktop. Marine 1 airborne in 10.
Marine 1 is airborne. Repeat, Marine 1 is airborne. En route to backline.
Climate change and the world economy will also be on the agenda in the talks this afternoon, in addition to the main agenda of Mr. Bush's controversial military policy of preemptive strikes. These protesters started gathering a few minutes ago.
Hundreds converged on Chequers from all around the country when news of the president's itinerary leaked. Many are here to make a stand against American foreign policy. Their intention is to be heard.
Official sources have denied that Chequers is even on the president's itinerary, but the security surrounding this high-level visit is the strongest in living memory.
Double perimeter security and brief local forces to take orders directly from Chequers control. Danny, you join Tom at Chequers, would you? What's outstanding on the trip list?
Reservoir security's been doubled, but we still need a team to watch incoming pipes. We're a clean sweep on vetting both Chequers staff and medical teams.
So should I just stay here then?
For now. What's that?
What we have over the Libyans.
All units, ETA 30 seconds. Confirm entry. Area is clear and secure. Copy that. Area A secure. Copy. Area B secure. Area C secure.
Tom. Danny, sit rep.
Floors 1 and 2 are cleared, all teams in place.
What about the roof?
It's covered. Snipers have 270 sight on all compass points.
What's that noise?
Just going through the kitchens.
Oh, Danny, don't try and cook anything. Leave that to the chefs.
Don't worry, I won't. All clear. Kitchens are clear.
All details, this is blacktop control. We have a wheels down in 10. I need sit reps now.
All floors now clear. Helipad prepared. Non-protection standing by.
Marine 1 landing. Principal secure. Wheels down. PM arriving south entrance.
That was Danny. Teams are in position.
Control, this is RAF Warrenmore. Unidentified, slow-moving contact entering the restricted zone.
Please clarify.
Dmitry Bubka was on our housekeeping surveillance. Ex-Moscow Mafia now lives here. One of our own tripless long shots. The other suits are arms dealers. We think some of them may have been hawking medical equipment.
I understand this is a matter for research, Zoe, but...
This was taken yesterday, 10 miles from Chequers.
What equipment?
Radiotherapy machines.
Radiotherapy machines hold enough cobalt-60 to take out Oxford Street on a sunny day if you can get at it.
Your implication here is?
Dirty bomb.
We have a microlight on a direct routing to Chequers.
Have you got a visual?
Yeah, snipers just picked him up from the roof.
How far away is it?
3 or 4 miles. It's a small fixed wing.
What are the local aerodromes?
Chilton Park and Forward.
Does it have a radio?
Some do, some don't. Aerodrome says he's not responding.
Tell him to keep trying.
I need air cover now.
There are 2 Harriers on standby at Cottlemore.
Get master control on the line. Tell him to launch the Qs. Sniper detail, can you get a shot?
I can have a shot in 10.
Be ready to engage on my signal.
Whoa. You speak to me, I speak to him. That is how it's going to work.
You want this on your head?
It's a microlight.
Yeah, Tom, like I said, a microlight.
Warrenmore, this is Q1 on task. Request vectors. Ready to copy.
You must make this assumption.
If the pilot's aiming straight for the roof at Chequers, then...
Can't shoot it down.
No, then we have to.
Not if it's carrying nuclear material.
Whoever said anything about nuclear material?
We have nothing credible on that score, however...
What goddamn nuclear material? Put the speaker on.
We cannot discount it completely. A known hitman sourcing the raw material for a dirty bomb.
Look, we're putting 2 and 2 together to get 13. It is absolutely ludicrous.
No more ludicrous than crashing a plane into a building. Ask anyone how ludicrous that sounded on September the 10th, 2001.
Check with the Met Office on local wind conditions. He could just be being blown across.
What nuclear material?
We have a source who claims there may be radioactive material near the Chequers site.
What, on its own? In a restaurant?
A UK-based hitman was seen attempting to acquire some in London.
Attempting being the operative word.
Oh, great.
They're still trying to verify the ID of the microlight pilot. Get onto the Met.
This is RAF Warrenmore. Qs are airborne. 90 seconds to target. This is Q1. We're now approaching Chequers. Are we authorized to engage? Over.
No.
Affirmative. Q1, engage on visual. Front controller, do you have a position?
Do not engage target until we have confirmed. Over.
All right. Cut the chatter.
Who called this in?
The Protective Research Section of the U.S. Secret Service, the CIA, and the executive power of the U.S. federal government has advised the Royal Air Force to engage the target.
You shoot that thing out of the sky with a Sidewinder missile. You're not just killing someone. You're raining down hot metal and rocket fuel on hundreds of people.
Look, we need more information.
This is all we have.
There is a small fixed-wing aircraft on a collision course with this building. This building houses the President of the United States and the Prime Minister of Great Britain. I am not going to allow it to get any closer.
You went over my head.
We shoot it now. It disperses over there. We mobilize chem bio units.
Met Office says there's a strong following wind that could be blowing him in.
This is Q1. 20 seconds to target. Front controller, do you have a visual? Over. Warrenmore, Q1 on station, negative visual contact. Request vectors. Q1 Warrenmore, come left 190 degrees, target your nose 2 miles. Roger 190. Merging, 15 seconds.
Songbird is turning. Repeat, target is turning.
Is he turning?
Is he turning?
Oh yeah, he's turning.
Warrenmore, shall we engage? Over. Visual engaging.
Tom?
Negative. We'll confirm with air defense control. Target is no longer a threat.
Q Q1 Warrenmore, abort. Repeat, abort. Roger Warrenmore, Q1, Q2 aborting.
Like she said, paranoia.
Campsider, this is Air Force One. We are wheels up and clear.
Air Force One has cleared the tower.
Thank you, Campsider. The president is safely in the air.
So the microlight pilot was a Mr. Smith, straight into restricted space with a defective radio.
And a defective head.
Dmitry Bubka?
Customs are working on that one.
Project tomorrow, perhaps.
Yep.
Tom, I want to get in the sack.
Danny?
Tom, please tell me, because I prefer to hear it to my face now.
Danny, what are you talking about? Of course you're not.
You would tell me, wouldn't you? I mean, I'd hope you and I are being...
Danny, you're not getting the bloody sack, all right?
Great. Only Ruth said she overheard Harry. They were talking about losing someone.
Danny is not getting the sack.
Great.
Suits me.
No one is getting the sack!
Sorry.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you for everything.
No problem. You haven't thanked me yet.
Well, I was just about to.
I did you a big favor, you know.
Consider it known.
Yeah? Well, now you can do one for me.
Oh, yeah, what's that?
We're missing something, and it's time for you to give it back.
We've been waiting for someone to come and collect it.
Admin error, huh? It happens. The French tipped us off that you were looking through U.S. diplomatic material, which made us suspicious because the French never ever do us any favors. So we could only presume the reason they were doing it was to try and drive a wedge between the UK and the USA.
Oh, no, that could never happen.
Absolutely.
So that rumor must be false, then?
What rumor?
That nasty Libyan sort of rumor.
Tell you what, if there's anything going on between us and the Libyans in the UK, you'll be the first to know.
Of course. Same to you.
Yep. Tom, Miranda for you.
Tom, thank you. Well, I have a litany of comments here, mainly directed at you.
Brilliant.
Doesn't it worry you that most of the staff on this floor are overworked and paranoid?
No. This was meant to be a steam valve exercise, and that's what that is, steam. And anyway, I'm not really the one who should be worrying.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because whatever anyone's been saying about me, that is nothing compared to what they've been saying about you. This was a shocking exercise. I'm appalled that these mind games were condoned during such a stressful time.
Personnel wanted a psychological topography of the department. They wanted to know who in this section could be classed as a theoretical weak link.
And what were your findings?
There aren't any.
I beg to differ. I think I'm looking at the weakest link right now.
We will have to take this offer to the British, who of course may have their own view.
Tell the Libyans thank you very much. The sound quality is superb. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free.
Things have changed. Yeah, I'll let you know.
The President left on Air Force One at 8 o'clock this evening after his short visit to Britain. Despite many threats to his security, the visit passed without incident. It's thought that MI5 officers were also included in the President's security arrangements in order to ensure his last-minute trip to the UK could go ahead as smoothly as possible. The Prime Minister has praised all those involved.
So here's my question. Whatever happened to that Nina sound? It was cute, quaint, sort of urgent. Then it's like one day you just replaced all your emergency service sirens with American ones. It's a shame. Before you know it, you'll have guns for sale in Marks and Spencer.
Thank you for your concern.
You're still up.
So are you.
I can never sleep after an operation.
No, me neither.
You want to come over and meet my friend Jim?
You were heavy-handed.
She put your life in danger, Tom. She put the president's life in danger. I'm empty.
Libya.
Don't make me wrestle you for it. I don't want to embarrass you.
So you lied.
What else did you expect? The truth? Is this a loss of faith, Tom?
Of course not.
Dostoevsky, Russian writer guy, wrote a book about a man who told the truth all the time. Know what he called it? The Idiot. You didn't wrestle me for it very much, did you? What do you know that I don't?
Lots of things.
Yet another example of the strength of the relationship between our two countries. It is a very strong relationship, a very special one.